All praises to Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakak double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. And this is just going to be a quick video and something that I was thinking about after watching a video. And it's that Esau ain't going to be able to do us like how he's been doing Ishmael, man. And like, even though Esau has destroyed the Israelites, right, and has did a lot of brutal things to us, right, there's certain things that people visually are not ready to see happen to Israelites, and they are going to happen in Jacob's trouble, like, but there's certain things that people don't accept us have happening to us, man. Like just air strikes and stuff like that happening on Jake. That's not something that you see happen, but people have became used to seeing Israelites go through police brutality and those kind of things, but they're not used to seeing Jake go through the same things that those Ishmaelites are going through over in the land of Israel and over in their own lands, right? But there's going to come a time where Esau is going to come after the Israelites with great wrath, knowing it has but a short time. But Yahawah's going to put an end to that real quick, right? Yahawah's going to put an end to that, man. They ain't going to be able to just brutalize us with their best weapons for decades on end. That's not going to happen to us, man. Yahawah's going to set up a standard against them when they try and do that. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness? Alas, for that day is great, so that there is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we're going to go through hell. We're going to go through a lot of extreme things. We're going to see and become real accustomed to seeing unalivement on earth, man. We're going to grow real used to seeing that. We're going to grow used to that, used to the smell, used to the feeling of it, what it's like to be in the air. You know, it's going to be like one of them apocalyptic movies for our lives in that time, man. It's going to be like we're living in an episode of The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, 28 days later, 28 months, weeks later, whatever, decades later, whichever movie they got out there, man. All of them later. It's going to be like that for our lives in that time, man. It's going to be like Bushwick. It's going to be like all of these different post-apocalyptic movies, man, for our lives in that time. But we're going to escape out of it, though. And Esau, he's not just going to get a continual amount of time to just keep coming after us like that, man. He's had his time already. He's coming to the end of our pain and our suffering. And when he comes in like a flood, that's when Yahawah's going to raise up some things that this world didn't know was possible in that time. Now, people don't have to believe it, but the time's going to show. The time's going to show, man. Because Yahawah hasn't got a thing in us where he plans for us to be exterminated off the earth. His plan for us is to be immortal and to live on the earth. So in order for that to happen, Yahawah would always, whenever things start getting too much for our nation, set something up to save us out of becoming completely destroyed. The remnant's one of those things, for example. But there's going to be physical things that are going to take place on the earth that's going to cause for these people to not be able to do that to us, man. And I was thinking about that. The Ishmaelites have got go through some things that, like Jake, people are not prepared to see Jake go through. But there's going to come a time where Jake go through some of those things, but Yahawah's going to put an end to it. Whereas there's certain things that Jake go through that the whole world's just used to seeing, though, and nobody don't question it, man. But it's not the same things as what Ishmael's go through. The things that people are prepared to see Ishmael go through, and like the things that people are prepared to see Ishmael be called, we've not gone through that yet, but we're gonna go through it though. Right? He says that to take his time to try and set the stage for us to be looked at that way. Right? Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19, so they shall fear the name of Yahawah from the west and his glory from the rising of the sun, because that's going to start to be a thing that people are going to be scared of in the world too. They're going to start being scared of hearing about the names of Yahawah and the name Yahweh Shai. They're going to start being horrified to hear that. And his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahawah shall lift up a standard against him. Right? Yahawah is going to raise up something among the Israelites. Right? And we don't know how it's going to go. It could start small. Like one Israelite gets the spiritual power, then another one. Or 10 could get it at once, man. 7 could get it at once. You know what I mean? It's going to be up to Yahawah how it goes. But when it starts to go down, man, this world's going to really start to change, and Esau's going to come in like a flood to try and destroy us, like how he's been doing these Ishmaelites. But it's not going to work on us the same way how it's worked on them, because we really are the Israelites. And any Bible verse that they want to try and use to justify doing any harm to us, they can't come at us with that, because we're the people of the Bible. They can try and use Bible verses to try and come up against the Ishmaelites and try and lie and say that they're Amalek. They can't try and say we're Amalek, because they've been screaming their mouths off about us being the Hamites for the last couple of years. They can't find no prophecy about that in there to try and lie and say that we're any of these other nations. Anything they try and say about the Bible, anything they've ever tried to say about the Bible in regard to us has always been a lie. Every single time. I just thought I'd say that on this video, because the day is going to come where Esau tries to come for the Israelites. But it's not going to work the way how he wants it to. It's not going to go the way how he hopes it's going to go, man. It's going to go the other way. Right? It's going to go the other way, man. And on that, I'm going to say shalom.